Hey everyone, how are you doing? Yes, this is my second video of the day. Like I said before, I have been sick for a couple of days. I actually tried, that's my son's hand. I actually tried to do this video a couple of times last week, and just for whatever reason, it just didn't record right, or there was things in it that I left out. So I just decided I'm going to go ahead and do it today, and it is for the Naked 2. He thought it was funny because it says naked to have, like, I don't know. Anyway, um, so it is for the Naked 2. If you have saw my friends and family Sephora haul, you saw that I got this along with a Naked palette for my mom. I already had a Naked palette. So this review is going to be for the Naked 2, but I am going to compare it a little bit at the end to the Naked, just to try to help out someone who maybe hasn't bought these yet and is trying to decide between the two. So number one, it comes packaged like this. I do not have the outer box, but it comes packaged like this with a little lip junkie. I'm not really going to go into big detail with a lip junkie or swatch it, but it is nice. It is called Naked, and it is just a very light color. It has a very refreshing peppermint taste. So, you know, it's not something that I would necessarily wear all the time because I do like kind of a darker or a bright lip, but just for, you know, a lip gloss, it's nice. So the Naked looks like this. It comes in a tin, which I really, really like. And it just opens like this. It does not have a magnetic closure. You actually have to close it hard and let it snap, which I also like that because I really feel for traveling, it won't pop open. So it has a very nice mirror. The mirror is the full length of the palette, whereas I said I was going to show this at the end, but I'm just going to go ahead and show this now. The Naked has just a small mirror, like so. It does come with a brush, and it's a dual-ended brush, which I'm not a huge fan of dual-ended brushes just because I generally store my brushes standing up straight, but I feel this one I will only keep in this palette. Now one side is kind of a long fluffy blending brush, and I do like this, but I tend to only like to blend out colors with it. I don't like to put down colors. So if I have already put down a color in my crease, I'll go back and kind of blend out the top with it, and I find it works good. Now this brush is kind of like a flat eyeshadow brush, which I do like flat eyeshadow brushes. This one is just really small. So it's not something that I would do necessarily for like all over my eye, but just if I want to put like a inner corner highlight, this works great. So I am, you know, grateful that they put in a brush. I'm looking forward to see what the brush is like in the Naked 3, because that is coming out soon. Woo! So yeah. And this is what the colors look like in the Naked 2. So really, really pretty. It is what I'm wearing today. In fact, I've worn it in my past few videos. I believe I wore it in the MAC haul and the Sleek review. So if you want to go back and check out those looks, I have done, I would say, going on 7 to 8 different looks with this. I know one of those looks I actually added another color and just used these for my crease color, but I really do like them. I'm not going to swatch all of them, but I'll swatch a couple. So I'll swatch this first one, which is Foxy. Now to me this is a very yellow color. It is a matte. This is really the only color in this palette that I do not like, and it's not that it is not a good color, because you know, if you can see it, it goes on great. I just don't particularly think it's very flattering for me. I just think it has a lot of yellow in it, and to be honest, to me it doesn't go in this palette. This palette is much more cool tones than the Naked. I find it's much grayer tones. Now I do love the other highlight color, which is Booty Call. So I tend to use this like every time. and you can kind of see that it is, number one, it's a little more shimmery, which I tend to like, and it is more on the white side. I just think it's really good. I really would have liked them to put, you know, a plain white, or either sin. I think would have been great, because who doesn't need another sin? Now this one, Tease, is probably the color that I have used most in this palette. Every single eye look that I have done using this palette has had Tease in it, and I find that it's a color I will probably hit pan on at some point, and that's not necessarily normal because I am someone with a rather large makeup collection, but I really do like this for in the crease and blending out. It is this color here called Tease, and I don't necessarily feel there's a color in the Naked one that I would hit pan on that soon. I know a lot of people like Naked. It's okay, it's not, you know, my favorite color, but Tease I absolutely love. I am wearing it in my crease today, along with some others. Now Snake Bite I absolutely love too. I'm wearing that also. Really, really nice. And let's just say, in my personal opinion, all Urban Decay eyeshadows have great pigmentation. I don't think anyone would ever say they don't. I do think sometimes they're kind of known for having a lot of glittery shades, or even maybe not full-on glitter, but they have a lot of sparkle in their shades, and some people don't like that. I actually do tend to like it. I don't necessarily like the full-on glitter shades, but I do like some shimmer. So as far as quality, I really don't think you can go wrong with any Urban Decay palette. Now Pistol and I want to say this is Verve are both really, really pretty. They are more like Verve is almost a silver, but it is a little it's like a muted silver. It's not like a bright silver. And Pistol is like a very gray toned silver. It's a darker silver, at least in my opinion. I'm not the best with saying what their color names are, or what their, you know, shades, but that's just what I consider. So this is really pretty if you like, you know, the smoky eyes with the grays, and then it has a gorgeous black, which is blackout. Oh, I think I just swatched it on another color. Oh well. So I'm really glad that in this one they included a black, and it is a very nice matte black. I do have it just a little bit in my outer V, along with I have Suspect here. Where's Suspect? I have Suspect on my lid. I have Snake Bite in my outer V with a little bit of the blackout in my outer V. So, and they're really blended down. I just wanted kind of a natural day look, at least for me. You know, I know my natural day look and other people's natural day looks are probably not the same. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. Back to the Naked palette. Okay. I really, really like this. And I really don't want to say, like, okay, you should get this one over the first one, or the first one over this one. I would probably say that these two palettes are some of my favorite palettes. And I will kind of, just because I said I was going to compare and contrast, here is the Naked palette. And my Naked palette is a couple years old, so please excuse the little baby fingers that is in it. So it is much more warmer and kind of on the gold side, I would say. Now this one was interesting because it does have Creep, which is like a gray black with sparkle, and then it has Gunmetal, which is like a dark silver gray. So this isn't necessarily complete warm tone, because I would consider at least gunmetal to be cooler toned. Dark horse is cooler toned. And, you know, so just to me, I don't know that they necessarily said, okay, we're going to make a Naked 2 and make it all cooler tones. I don't necessarily think that was their goal. But overall, I think this one works for more people. The number 2 will work for people if they like grayer tones, if they like more taupey colors. You know, I think people, if you're only going to buy one, I think, you know, that would be the deciding factor. Now, another thing, to me, the Naked 2 colors are a little more muted. And what I mean by that is it's not quite as much color payoff. Now, they have great color payoff. I'm not saying that they don't. But let me just take, and I don't understand really why these are different, but let me take the Half Baked from the Naked palette. So that is the regular Half Baked. And I'm going to put it right there. I hope you can see that. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to swatch it on my other hand. I think you can see it better. Okay, so this is, once again, Half Baked from the Naked palette. And then I'm going to take Half Baked from the Naked 2 palette. And it looks like that. Number 1, they're a little bit different. The one from the Half Baked from the Naked, the original Naked palette, to me looks a little more orangey gold, where the one from the Naked 2 palette is, you know, a little more bronzy gold almost, and it's a little softer in color. Both of them have good color payoff. Just to me, this just seems a little more muted, and I really think they did that on purpose for the grays. You know, you don't want completely like black eyes. Now, if you want, you can definitely get that look with blackout, because that is an awesome black. I'm really, really glad they included that. And Busted is gorgeous. It is a nice dark, dark brown. Did I already swatch that? I don't know. But anyway, there's Busted. That may be that, but that may be Snakebite. I don't know. But there's Busted. It's gorgeous. I love it. And just in my personal opinion, if you like neutrals, I would say get both of them. If you can't afford both of them, just go to your store and swatch them and just kind of see which one would be better for you. If you like more gold kind of neutrals, I would say definitely go for this one. I love this one. Probably if I had to choose, I would pick this one over number 2, even though I'm in love with number 2. This just has, I don't know, this just has a little bit something more that I kind of go to, but you know, you would have to probably like number 2 out of my cold dead hand, if that makes any sense. So I hope this review was helpful and not like kind of crazy and all over the place, which I know it kind of was. But yeah, you know, and with Naked 3 coming out, you know, I've got to get that too, and I'll be doing a review on that. I will talk to you guys later. I love you. Bye. Why don't you let me know, which, do you have the Naked? Do you want the Naked 3? Which one of the ones, 1 or 2, do you like better? Let me know in the down bar. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.